Hey everyone, so this will be a real world test comparison here between the Amazon Fire HD10, this is the latest version of it, and then the Samsung Tab S5e, that is the 128 gigabyte with 6 gigabytes of RAM. So this guy here has only 2 gigabytes of RAM, this one has 6. Normal price is Amazon is 150 bucks only. You can get it on sale a lot of the time for only 100. The Samsung normal price is 480. I think it was on sale for about 400. Otherwise, if you get the 64 gigabyte model that has, I think, 4 gigabytes of RAM, that one is normally 400, I want to say. But this is the bigger version of it. So you're paying about $300 more for this version of the Samsung than you would be on the Amazon. Now this is just the base Amazon. The upgraded model does not have any more RAM or anything like that, unlike the Samsung, which again you get 6 gigabytes of RAM instead of 4 when you get the 128 gigabyte model. Now the Samsung has the AMOLED display. It is beautiful, very, very nice. 10.5 inches display. And you see it has almost very little bezels all around it. Whereas the Amazon has full HD is what they call it, and it is 10.1, I believe it is. 10.1 or 10.2 here. Again, you do have the sides bezels aren't that big. They're actually pretty similar, I'd say, to the Samsung, but then you have the bottom, which hopefully you guys can somewhat see here. They are pretty thick. Personally, that does not bother me. But I know some people do not like bezels. Some people do. I personally do like having bezels, just that we can have somewhere to put your fingers. So show off here. Get rid of that. Brightness is up all the way. We'll get rid of that. Brightness is up all the way here as well. With that being said, I personally never keep my brightness even anywhere above half. It's usually at maybe a fourth. And again, with that said, any viewing angle that you look at the Samsung, it looks beautiful. You go to the side or bottom of the Amazon when it's at full brightness, and you can definitely see the light coming through, if that makes any sense. Head on, like how you would normally be looking at it, it looks good too. But if you do look at it from even just a little bit at the side, when it is at full brightness, it does get a little bit of a white wash to it. Never noticed that before because again, I do not keep mine at anywhere near full brightness. But all right, so let's actually begin this. So we're going to first go onto the internet and we will look up some stuff. Before I started the video, I deleted my history. That way they are both on a clean slate. The Amazon comes with the Silk browser. I really like it. It is actually pretty dang fast. You can download, if you actually get the Google Play Store, just go to Google, then Google how to download Google Play Store, or go to my channel. I have a video on it as well. How to get the Google Play Store on Amazon Fire. That way you get the Play Store. You can download Google Chrome if you want, or any other web browser they want, along with any game you want. But personally, I'm going to be using Silk browser, and then that's what comes with it. And again, it is good. It is fast. And then the Samsung comes with, you can either use Chrome, or they have their own browser down here. We are going to use Chrome because I like Chrome more than I like Samsung's own browser. So 1, 2, and 3. So of course, I mean, yeah. I'm going to go to Pokemon.com. It has nice, good graphics on it. If we can spell 1, 2, 3. I think Samsung won by a little bit there. One thing to note here, this is, I believe, the full web page, the actual non-mobile version of it, I believe, because you have this stuff up top here where this guy is the mobile version for whatever reason. 1, 2, 3. I think actually Amazon won that one. Yeah, and the Samsung wins. Let's do one more here. We'll go to Venusaur. Alright, we'll go to another website. We're actually going to open up a new page. I'm going to go to monsterhunter.com. If you guys have never played that game, I highly recommend checking it out. It's been around for quite some time. Going back to, I think, even PS2 days. And PSP days. PSP days. Alright, 1, 2, 3. This is a pretty graphic website as well. Again, I think Samsung won by a hair. So this is a really, really cool game. Very hard game. And yeah, now it's on the Nintendo Switch as well, which is probably pretty sweet. I've not played on that yet. Did not know this was out. I'm gonna have to check that out on my oh wait, discontinuation. Well, that's sad. Yeah, so here we'll hit learn more. Again, very hard game, but very fun game. Once you get into the higher end of it. You see for being $150 only, the Amazon is not bad. I mean, it is slower, of course, but that is to be expected. I mean, look how graphic this website is. Comment real fast on the screens. Again, full HD, AMOLED. The Samsung is definitely better. So again, especially when you view it at a different weird angle with the full brightness on. Don't have full brightness, that doesn't matter whatsoever. But Amazon is still a very nice looking screen. It is full HD. It's still very good looking, just not as good looking as the Samsung, of course. Alright. Then we'll go to, let's just go to Google. Google. Google.com. Let's see. We're just going to search for something real fast here. Both of them do have the swipe, as I just did with the best on the Amazon, which is very cool. There we go. It said This Guy Paste Magazine. One more thing to note here is Amazon always comes up with this show and reading view, so it just gives you a bit of a different view. Okay, get rid of that. Apparently I cannot zoom in on this website, but here, we'll just do that. I don't know what that's doing. Okay. Alright, there we go. See, they both do work very well. Samsung is a little bit faster, as is to be expected. I am not going to get rid of any apps at the moment. Then we'll come back and see if they remember them. Next, let's go into the Amazon Kindle, which I'm going to find here. Nice thing about the Amazon is being Amazon, and I don't know why I just did that. Is it has this up here for your books, at least some of the books. So we're going to go into North. it doesn't do it. So Samsung there, you can actually zoom it, make it bigger and whatnot, smaller, bigger wording. But of course, you can just do that in the settings as well. And again, you can scroll through. Works just fine on both of these. I'm gonna go to pictures at the end of this book. And we'll go to pictures at the end of the book. Again, this you can actually zoom in. There you go. So you click on the picture, it should, or zoom in on the picture. There you go. Yeah, so you see they both work very well again. Then too, of course, if you go to the actual page, you can also read it like that. So you have it in either orientation you want it in. If you guys are into running, this is a very good book by Scott Jurek. It's called, what's it called? Let's see, it's North is what the book is called. Very, very good book where he runs the Appalachian Trail. And I did not mean to get rid of that, but we did it anyway. Alright, then let's go into some games here. So first off, we're going to Castle Crush. 1, 2, 3. There you guys go. This is they're both on the same account. For some reason, this game has weird Wi-Fi issues. I don't know why. No matter what device I use, I get Wi-Fi issues all the time with this game. I love this game. So I think it's because, well, right now it's probably because they're both on the same account. It's just very weird though. Like all the time, I usually use my Amazon for this game. Yes, and that's not reload itself. But all the time it has Wi-Fi issues. On the Samsung it has Wi-Fi issues. On an iPad I have Wi-Fi issues. I don't know why. But there you go. You see how... let's just go to the tournament. Yeah, you know, everything works very fast. Especially once you're in the game. Next we'll go to Call of Duty. Again, they're hooked up to the same account. So you can only play one, of course, at a time. One more quick thing to note on the screens is they both look very good, but they're going to look, of course, better in person than they do on my through the camera here. I see they don't kick each other out. We saw how fast they both were though, starting up. So because I can have them both on at the same time, I'm going to show off their settings first here. So first with the Samsung. See, it does it in high and high. And again, of course, it plays the game very, very well. If you guys want to watch an actual gameplay video, go to my channel. That's how it reboot itself. I'll show you how fast it reboots itself. Yeah, that's because they're both hooked up to the same account. You see, it does it pretty fast. And this actually only puts it into medium and medium instead of high and high. And it's a tiny bit choppy at times as well. But I mean, it's definitely playable. I mean, it's not like to where you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, I cannot play this. No, it's definitely playable. I'm gonna do one more thing here, and that is going to YouTube. And for my videos, I'm gonna turn down the volumes on both of these real fast. I'll hit my own video. That's in 720. This bad boy starts off in only 480. But of course, they both play YouTube just fine. So Amazon's starting to lag out a little bit though, due to being only 2 gigabytes of RAM. I just want to reiterate again, screens are going to look a lot better in real life than they do. Then they lost my train of thought. Than they do through the camera. They both do have a black bar on the bottom. There's not a very big black bar, but there is a black bar on both of these. Compare that to like an iPad that has a big black bar. It's crazy. I have no good way of showing off the. Let's see the sound on either of these, but Amazon has on one of these sides has, hopefully you guys can see, there are 2 speakers on the top. I'm just gonna call this the top or the side, whatever you want to call that. Whereas the Samsung has, I hope you guys can see that, but there's actually 4. There's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Both of these have actually pretty dang good sounding speakers, but the Samsung having quad is better sounding. I believe both of them also have Dolby Atmos on them as well. Again, these are actually really good. I like them better than my iPad 2018s. This iPad has them just 2, but they're both on down like here instead of on up there. So this just sounds better than the iPad does, but the Samsung definitely does sound better. 4 speakers, quad speakers compared to dual speakers. You can see now the more you use the Amazon, I want to point this one out too, that I haven't pointed out in earlier videos of my comparisons, is it seems like the longer you use the Amazon for doing heavier-ish tasks, it starts to kind of run out of steam. Even just doing things like I love looking up cars on cars.com. Look up cars for like 20, 30 minutes, going back and forth, back and forth. Especially if you go from cars.com to the web browser, it eventually kind of just like freaks out and then it restarts stuff on you. So you'll go from like cars.com to web browser, like cars.com, it'll restart cars.com on you. Does stuff like that. Or you'll be scrolling through a whole bunch, have like 500 cars to look through. You get down to like number 200, 300, click on one, go back, and it'll restart it on you. That part is a little bit annoying. That's something to keep in mind as well. Whereas the Samsung shouldn't really do that because it has so much more RAM. Alright, we'll go back to the web browser. Samsung is just like, bam. This still actually loaded. I'm surprised it loaded where it was. You can see now it's starting to get laggy. This is still nice and smooth. Again, this is a $150 device. This is a $480 device. So keep that in mind as well here. Go back to Castle Crush. It actually is reloading itself on both of these. So that is interesting. And again, you can see that Amazon is starting to lose its steam. Then I go back to Call of Duty. 2, 3. Call of Duty is actually good on the Samsung. So that's weird how Castle Crush had to restart. And see how Amazon is restarting it. A bit. Again, I believe that would have to do with the RAM. If this had like 4 gigabytes of RAM, maybe even 3, it probably wouldn't have to reload that stuff or get tired after a little bit of doing things like cars.com. And then last but not least, so again, somewhat restarted, did not restart. So there you go, there is a little bit of a speed test from what I would call real world testing here. One more thing to note is this comes with Samsung Note already installed. Again, you can download anything you want to off of Google Play Store. This has actual built-in documents. We can do document, spreadsheet, or presentation as well. And again, you can download the Google Play Store on the Amazon. Again, I have a video on my channel doing just that, showing just that. Or all you have to do is Google Play Store for Amazon Fire. It takes like 5 minutes to do. Otherwise, you are stuck with the Amazon App Store, which I've gone to like maybe 2 times. It's nowhere near as good, of course. So yeah, that is the real world comparison here. Speed test, whatever you want to call it. I just want to show off the different hardware that are on both of these. So we will start, well, might as well start with the Samsung. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this. Alright, sorry about all the fingerprints now after using it. We do have a front-facing camera. It actually isn't too bad, a lot better than the Amazon's. Side here you have your power button, and this is also your fingerprint scanner. From what I understand, have not used that part of it yet. The front camera can also be used for face recognition. It works okay. It's not the fastest, but it works okay. You have your volume rocker. Then here, you guys can see that this hole. The camera does not want to focus. There we go. So this is a micro SD card slot. It comes with a little pin thing you push in there and it pops out. And you have 1 and 2 speakers, USB Type-C. This is for the keyboard connector. And the other side here has 2 more speakers, 1 and 2, along with your mic. And then you do have a back camera. It's okay. And then this is powered by AKG, the sound. And again, you can turn on Dolby Atmos on there as well. Then the Amazon, again, sorry about the fingerprints, after using it here. So you do have the camera right there. Again, it's okay if you really need to use it, but it's not the best. Then you have your, I don't know what I'm doing there. So this just pops open. You don't have to have a little pin or anything. It just comes open. Micro SD card slot, which is very, very cool. Otherwise, you get 32 gigabytes of storage. Again, this is 128 or 64. This is 32, and there's a couple more. I think you can do like 64, I want to say. But again, you're not getting more RAM with the upgraded version, so you can save yourself a little bit of money and just buy yourself an micro SD card. Nothing else on the other side, nothing on the bottom. Again, you get the dual speakers. Again, these actually sound really nice. I actually do like them. They sound pretty dang good. Again, I like them better than my 2018 iPads. Then you got your volume rocker, headphone jack, which this guy is missing, but the Samsung does come with a dongle for it. I would rather actually just have a normal headphone jack though, myself. Yeah, and you have the mic and USB Type-C as well, and then your power button. And again, camera, not very good, but it does work. And then you get the smiley face. This one is, of course, white. And then there is a side-by-side in the light. And then here is a thickness comparison. So you can see Amazon is almost double as thick as the Samsung. So yeah, there you guys go. Thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully this was somewhat helpful to you. One more time, 10.1 inches, full HD display. Comes with 32 gigabytes of storage, 2 gigabytes of RAM. You have these bigger bezels on the side where this says almost no bezel. This also has, we tap it twice and it turns on. This is AMOLED display, 128 gigabyte model. Otherwise, there's 64. 6 gigabytes of RAM compared to the 64 gigabyte model only has 4. And it's 10.5 inches display. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching, and have a good one. Goodbye.